I can't believe Brooklyn's a WWE superstar now.
I can't believe I have to be her partner.
It's good she no longer has any authority, but it feels like she's even more ingrained in our lives.
At least it's now legal for you to punch her in the face. Again, I have to be her partner.
It can't be much worse than teaming with Drew McIntyre. It makes my skin crawl every time I have to tag him.
But you chose to team with McIntyre. I didn't have any say in this.
It wasn't like I had a ton of good options. Look, all that aside, I just have a feeling this isn't going to end well for anyone.
Well, at least I can still make the best of a bad situation and win some money for charity.
Even though I can't stand my partner, I still plan on winning the Mixed Match Challenge.
Same here, on both accounts.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And from parts unknown, weighing in at 224 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Brandon Dunn Unbreakable.
The atmosphere inside this arena for this one is absolutely insane, guys.
And if you think this is insane, just wait until this thing kicks into high gear. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Byron, he certainly seems to be showing more pride of late, wouldn't you say?
I would, Michael, but he's got to be careful. There are more than a few whispers backstage about that pride, possibly bordering on arrogance.
Brooklyn Von Braun has graced us with her presence.
And from Fulton, New York, Brooklyn Von Braun.
While a list of career goals motivates her rival, Red, Brooklyn Von Braun seems driven to destroy anything positive in Red's life.
I agree. She almost seems obsessed with making Red's life miserable.
The critic of the critics.
And from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Most superstars return from injury with a renewed purpose, but Sami Zayn had the gall to say he'd rather stay on vacation.
Did you see his slideshow, Saxton? Sami visited some of the most breathtaking parts of the world, and now he's got to compete in this awful town tonight. I can't even remember the name of this place. That's how awful it is.
This happens to be one of my favorite places in the world, Corey.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
People seem to forget how beloved Sami Zayn was. Now all anybody wants to do is complain about him.
Well, it's because Sami's changed.
Sami hasn't changed. The world around him has.
Here comes the War Goddess.
And from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon.
Power, agility, and a frightening arm. Ember Moon is a legit threat here in WWE.
The War Goddess walks among us, and it's time to fear her wrath.
See, when she says it, it's cool. When you say it, Saxton, it sounds like you're LARPing.
Corey, I would say that these women look more than ready to get this match underway.
So am I, Cole. In fact, I've been looking forward to this one ever since it got announced.
This is a historic night as our former GM, Brooklyn Von Braun, makes her highly anticipated in-ring debut in WWE, replacing the injured Ronda Rousey.
I still can't believe Brooklyn and Trey are partners. I mean, talk about an unlikely pairing. They've been at each other's throats for like 20 years.
Well, we'll have to see if their adversarial past affects the American Hero's ability to work together in the Mixed Match Challenge.
I guess Brooklyn came up with that team name. Real creative.
Hey, at least it's not as bad as their opponents who call themselves the Moons over my Sammy.
Gotta like that.
I bet you do.
Turning it around, it's Sami Zayn with the reversal. Tough spot to be in. Oh, no. Very unique vibe for this mixed tag team match, that's for sure. It's not your traditional tag team encounter.
When it comes to Ember Moon, one thing's for certain, guys. She made an instant impact, handily beating Billie Kay in her first ever match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2. Dangerous position here, guys.
Oh, no, no, no,
Back
no.
suplex, nasty.
The hardest part of the ring.
Turning the momentum to his favor.
He's a powerful man with great energy.
Bringing it back into the ring. Oh! Knee right to the face. It's matches like this that have been exciting the WWE Universe all over the globe, particularly here in Miami tonight. Hold on, guys. This isn't good. I have to agree with what Byron was saying about Ember Moon's debut. She made her presence felt on day one and never looked back, beating some pretty big names in the process.
Anytime you can say you defeated the likes of Shayna Baszler and Ruby Riott, you know you're legit.
Oh, right to the face.
Hooked him up.
Gets him with a counter.
Vicious knee.
Running knee. Wait a second. It appears Brooklyn wants Trey to attempt the same double team maneuver that injured Ronda Rousey.
Is she trying to prove she can do it better?
I don't know, but it looks like Trey's not quite sure about this after what happened to Ronda.
Perfect execution by the American heroes.
An impressive win for the new team of Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun.
I'm still not sure what to think about these two teaming. It's very strange.
It looks like Trey's still trying to get used to it as well.
I told you guys 100 times, Brooklyn's a professional. She likes winning much more than she dislikes Trey.
And here comes Trey's best friend, Red, for their mixed match challenge match.
Hey, good luck.
Well, that was awkward.
You don't want to read too much into anything, but it certainly looked like Red just ignored Trey altogether.
Well, it's obvious Red is upset about Trey teaming with Brooklyn, but she'd better get over it fast or it's going to end up costing her team this match.
As this mixed match challenge match begins, we have to consider the possibility that Red's team could end up facing Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun at some point.
Well, given what we know about Brooklyn's ability to get under Red's skin, that could definitely be a volatile situation.
You would think that since this whole thing's for charity, that everyone would be able to manage their emotions, but if Brooklyn triggers hothead Red, all bets are off.
Oh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
She's gaining momentum here, guys.
She's capable of bursts of great activity. The key is sustaining the effort.
So many different styles on display here in this mixed tag team match. In my opinion, guys, one of the biggest moments in Aleister Black's early days here was his thrilling June 2017 victory over Cassius Ohno in the main event of NXT.
I'd agree, Michael. It was that night, I think, where fans realized Aleister Black can turn back all comers. And he proved that by defeating Ohno, who outweighed him by more than 50 pounds.
Wow, what a sequence. Ruby Riott with the reversal.
And Drew McIntyre just tagged himself in. Red didn't like that.
After some miscommunication on the tag, it appears Red and Drew McIntyre are having a minor disagreement.
This looks like it might be more than a minor disagreement. McIntyre is walking out and leaving Red to fight on her own.
Is anyone really surprised? This is what happens when two people who despise each other try to form a team.
At least Aleister Black isn't going to take advantage of this situation, as it looks like he's resigned to this essentially turning into a one-on-one match. Ruby Riott's no-nonsense, all-disruption approach to the world also translates to her approach in the ring. And it's an approach that has seen her cause chaos in this women's division. And if this match is even half as exciting as we expect, there won't be a single person in this Biloxi crowd tonight singing the blues.
Oh. What a punch! Wow, what a shot!
Reverses. Can she take advantage?
Oh, nasty impact.
Ooh, what impact. Harsh impact.
She's slowing down here, guys.
Slowing down. She's stuck in park, Cole.
Hold on, guys. This isn't good. Ruby Riott is not interested in red carpets, auditioning for Total Divas and making personal appearances. This is a cold-hearted individual who wants to take down the entire system in sports entertainment.
You just don't appreciate an entrepreneurial spirit, Cole. Ruby Riott embodies the punk rock ethos of do it yourself. She'll do whatever it takes to make it to the top.
We're seeing two outstanding athletes looking to prove their dominance in there, but only one can walk out victorious. Who will it be?
Big slam.
She's been on the offensive for a little while now.
She's flipped a switch and the light is on.
Wait a minute. Tornado bomb. Some miscues from Ruby Riott here.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
Guys, touching on Ruby Riott's punk rock mentality, this is a woman whose goal is to cause a riot. No one is safe.
WWE superstars need to realize that as long as Ruby Riott's competing, they're walking on dangerous ground, Saxton. And if someone gets in her way, they're getting stepped on.
Alabama slam.
That was all sorts of nasty.
Down in a hurry.
Into the hammerlock. Oh, boy.
It is just incredible. It's electric in this arena tonight.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
I have the best job in the world. I get to sit here and call action of the greatest athletes on the planet today. Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination. She's calling her out. And it's Ruby Riott with the reversal.
Unbelievable athleticism.
Oh, able to counter.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Jumping clothesline. What agility. Elbow. Oh boy, Ruby Riott is in a tough spot here.
Yeah, this could be the end of the road for her.
Ruby Riott turns it around. She is just dominant right now.
She's showing some great effort. We'll see if it lasts.
Oh, clothesline. She's got something in mind.
Ruby Riott just too quick.
She scores big with the counter. An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
Big reversal.
German suplex, but that's not all.
She's queuing it up again.
Nasty drop. Shoulders down. Whether you like it or not, there's the match right there.
Here is your winner, Jessica Dunn, the Queen.
And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Many more losses like this, and the future of Ruby Riott will look incredibly dim.
What a matchup that was. Truly incredible.
After a couple more wins for both our teams, Trey and I would be in a position we'd never been in before, standing across the ring from each other as opponents in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Because it seems like you can't bring yourself to say the actual words.
I can totally say it, but now that you told me to, it won't mean as much.
Come on, just say it. Good luck.
Hey, look. It's your partner.
How convenient.
You're talking to the opposition before our match? You do realize I could give them a competitive advantage.
My team doesn't need an advantage to beat someone who's had less than 5 matches.
I'm pretty sure I had less than 5 matches when I was tapping you out in high school, and tonight will be exactly the same. Except this time, a whole lot more people will see me embarrass you. Come on, we need to discuss what we're going to do with our prize money after we win. I was thinking we donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And from parts unknown, weighing in at 224 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Brandon Dunn Unbreakable.
Listen to this crowd, guys. They're fired up for this one.
As well as they should be. This match has instant classic written all over it.
I have to say the level of pride he has in his game is truly impressive, guys.
Yeah, he's about as proud as a peacock, Michael. And you know what? He has every right to be. It's the MMA juggernaut, Brooklyn Von Braun.
And from Fulton, New York, the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun.
As Brooklyn Von Braun makes her way to the ring, I have a feeling this might not last very long.
Honestly, I think in her mind, the less time she spends with the WWE Universe, the better. She's here for business, not adoration.
Drew McIntyre is ready for a fight.
And from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
This match is going to be a display of Drew's brutality.
That seems to be the story for all of Drew's matches.
That's just the Scottish psychopath's true nature, Cole. A tiger can't change his stripes.
Has the Tiger tried therapy?
Byron, this man is just hungry.
It's proven in his actions, and Drew McIntyre has made it his mantra to eradicate complacency from WWE by any means necessary.
And Jessica Dunn, the Queen.
Given the participants, this match might very well steal the show, guys.
Yeah, and I think you could go so far as to say it has the makings of a Match of the Year candidate.
And she's obviously proud of what she's been able to accomplish over the course of her career, as well she should be.
I can respect that, Michael. She clearly has worked hard to get where she is, but she also has to remember that she has a long way to go.
This is it, the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. One of these teams will take home $500,000 to donate to a charity of their choice.
Don't bury the lead, Cole. The charity part's nice, but the real story here is that best friends Red and Trey are facing each other for the first time ever. Things could get very interesting.
Normally, I think you guys were just trying to stir up drama, but Red and Trey have definitely seemed a bit off lately, and this match certainly won't help matters.
He just punched him in the chest. Oh, again!
Just launched his opponent.
Overhead, belly to belly. Great evasion. Oh, Corey, he unloaded there. Boom, what impact. Boom! He's executing on his plan perfectly.
His energy is great, but it remains to be seen how good his stamina is.
I don't think I've seen a superstar with Drew McIntyre's single-minded drive to win. Even when faced with his release in 2014, McIntyre said he'd be back, and that's exactly what happened.
And a lesser man would have felt sorry for himself and blamed others, but Drew traveled the globe and honed his devastating craft.
Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys. So many different styles on display here in this mixed tag team match.
Following up on McIntyre's triumphant return to WWE, not only was he true to his word, but he came back even more ferocious a competitor than I think anyone has ever seen.
McIntyre's newfound brutality and power within WWE is truly astonishing, and quite frankly, I love it.
Brutal knee right to the face.
Drew McIntyre faltering some. Not where you want to be at this point in the match, guys.
Definitely not.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid to think what's going to happen next.
Oh, my God! And look at for a back suplex.
Ooh. Very nice.
Hammerlock. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
That's what you call a bad landing.
Hooked him up. High angle belly to back suplex.
Drew McIntyre beginning to look a little weak out there. Neck breaker. Back breaker.
That'll realign your vertebrae.
He's not going to like this. Oh, here we go. Suplex. Wow. Oh, what? Thanks for coming. Off into the pin. 2, 3. Despite their often heated and acrimonious past, Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun have managed to win the Mixed Match Challenge.
I just hope that now that this is over, there won't be any hard feelings between Red and Trey. They've been through too much together to let something like this get between them.
Judging from the look on Red's face, I think that ship has sailed, and she doesn't seem to be taking this very well at all. I mean, why would she? Red just lost to her best friend and her worst enemy. I'd be angry too.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up with you riding with her?
Relax. I offered him a ride since we're both going to the gym.
Nice necklace, by the way. Real classy.
Thanks. I'll get you my jeweler's info. I bet he can throw together a runner-up version in no time.
Look, I know we usually ride together, but I wanted to get some extra training in since Samoa Joe basically wants to strangle me to death with his crazy cyborg arm at SmackDown 1500.
I'd be happy to help you work on your submissions. After all, I had a career record of 24-2 in MMA. I left that necklace at home.
You training me is a great idea. It could help me survive Samoa Joe, and who knows, maybe even beat him.
Good. We'll get started right away. And before you say anything, I'm just looking to help. It's the only way he's going to survive the coquina clutch. I mean, that little reversal trick you taught him might have worked in their first match, but let's face it, he needs some real training. We'll set up a time later, partner.
So what, are you friends with her now?
No, it's not like that.
Well, it seems like that. I mean, first you're riding with her, and now you're training with her? Did you forget this is the same person who's tormented us for 20 years?
I got to ride with her one time, and besides, maybe she's changed, okay? People do that. And she was a good teammate. Good enough that we won the mixed match challenge.
Are you trying to rub it in? Because I think your teammate's ridiculous necklace accomplished that already. And by the way, who was in charge of handling the charity money that you won?
Brooklyn. She gave it to an animal shelter in our hometown.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe she took the $500,000 and spent it on that awful necklace and murder coat she was wearing? I bet the animal shelter doesn't even exist.
Can't assume any of that.
I'm not assuming she's a terrible person. I know that. And I thought you did too.
Come on. Red. That mural's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this time...
How do you know he'll get me in it?
It's a submission match, which means he'll be going for it early and often, so you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission
Rivalry match. Rivalry submission match.
Right. So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
Oh, I tap.
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. Hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and beat him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back. We're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later. It locked again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!
Welcome to the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live has been the home of some amazing matches over the years, and tonight we continue that tradition with the long-awaited, much-anticipated battle between Trey and Samoa Joe.
This submission match for the WWE Championship is 7 years in the making, going back to Trey's debut when he shocked the WWE Universe and Samoa Joe. But tonight on SmackDown 1500, will Joe finally get his revenge?
Hey, what are you doing?
Studying my training footage. I think I actually have a chance tonight thanks to Brooklyn.
Yeah, about her.
I don't want to get into it again. I need to focus on my match.
I actually wanted to apologize. I might have been acting a little crazy lately.
A little?
Okay, slightly more than a little. I called the animal shelter that Brooklyn said she donated the money to, and turns out she wasn't lying.
See? I told you she's changed.
I think I just got caught up with us competing against each other in the mixed match challenge. And then I felt like I was losing my best friend to pretty much the worst person I could imagine. But maybe she's not the worst person after all. There's probably some terrible dictators or criminals on death row who are slightly worse.
That's very big of you to say that. So you should be cool with the fact that Brooklyn is going to be in my corner tonight then, right? I need her out there to coach me through the technique she taught me.
Totally cool with that. Not bothered at all. Besides, I have a big announcement to focus on.
About what?
Well, I decided to get back to concentrating on the list, and there's one thing on there I always wanted to accomplish, but it never seemed possible. Especially when Brooklyn was GM. No offense to your new BFF. But since this is a very special episode of SmackDown Live, it's the perfect time to make it happen. Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Hey, you finally said it.
And I meant it. Tonight, we celebrate 1,500 episodes of SmackDown Live. On nights like this, we look back at the amazing superstars who helped us get here. For me, personally, when I was an awkward teenager, the thought that I could someday do this seemed like a total long shot. But I was inspired by women like Beth Phoenix, the Bellas, Natalia, and Mickie James. Around that time, I created this list of goals I'd someday want to accomplish if I ever made it to WWE. Well, I think I've more than made it. But there's one thing on this list that all those women I mentioned accomplished. But I never have, because it's kind of impossible now. But if I've learned anything on my journey, it's that nothing is truly unattainable. The goal I'm referring to is winning the title that I grew up watching. The WWE Divas Championship. Like I said, kind of hard to do considering it hasn't existed in almost 15 years. But I'm proposing that WWE bring the Divas Championship back so I can honor the women who blazed a path for me and prove that no dream is ever hopeless or unimaginable.
Wait, what? And you want me to tell her right now?
I'm sorry, but I was just told to inform you that the Divas Championship is already spoken for.
Already spoken for? It hasn't existed in over a decade. How is that even possible?
They said you would hear more in the very near future. That's all I know.
What just happened?
I have no idea, but apparently someone in the back has other plans for the Divas Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
We're just moments away from one of the biggest matches of the year as the WWE World Heavyweight title will be on the line.
And given the stakes, I suspect we'll see these superstars push themselves like they've never been pushed before.
And it seems to me like the champ is eager for the opening bell to sound.
Yeah, he's clearly itching to get this match underway, as is this capacity crowd.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Samoa Joe was the first man to win the NXT Championship twice. He won the very first Dusty Classic in NXT, and I think we're in store for another first here tonight.
Multi-time NXT champion, multi-time United States champion. Samoa Joe is a big, bad dude.
Introducing the challenger from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa Joe. And introducing the champion from parts unknown, weighing in at 224 pounds, he is the WWE Heavyweight Champion, Brandon Dunn. Unbreakable.
The big gold belt up for grabs here tonight.
This match between Trey and Samoa Joe is finally happening tonight on SmackDown. 1,500 after nearly a decade of anticipation.
I don't think Trey was anticipating this as much as Samoa Joe, especially considering it's a submission match, which definitely favors Joe in his coquina clutch.
Let's not ignore the fact that Trey has Brooklyn Von Braun in his corner tonight, who could be the difference maker. Supposedly, the ex-MMA star has been working with Trey on his submission defense in preparation for this match.
I don't care who's in Trey's corner. There is no way he walks away with his WWE Championship. In fact, he'll be lucky to walk away at all.
Oh, no.
Neck breaker.
Samoa Joe is the type of competitor who you would never have to ask about preparation. The more pertinent question will always be, how is Joe's opponent preparing for the Samoan submission machine?
Well, you better prepare to be given no quarters. Samoa Joe will come at you with relentless aggression. Then, if Joe traps you in the coquina clutch, going night-night is basically inevitable.
Not showing much fight here.
Yeah, he looks absolutely out of it, Cole.
Hold on, guys. This isn't good. Nasty side slam.
Samoa Joe looking a little startled right now.
Yeah, but he's not breathing heavy yet. Fellas, to illustrate further on when you get wrapped in the coquina clutch, Samoa Joe becomes like a boa constrictor, tightening his grasp, making all the air escape your body, turning your complexion purple, your eyes go glassy.
So stop, Corey. Just stop. I'm having trouble breathing just listening to that description. Oh, there is no way I would ever want to be on the mat wrapped in those massive arms of Samoa Joe. I'd be done.
I might pay him to come find you.
He's been quickly taking control here.
Yeah, when he's going like this, no telling how long he'll keep it up.
So much on the line here tonight. Pride, respect, glory, and of course the coveted championship.
Right across the back of the neck.
Back in from the floor. Looks like Samoa Joe is fading a bit.
Yeah, he's looking off his game now. Uh-oh, no, don't do this, don't do this.
Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
Whoa, not so fast. Just caught flush.
Championship on the line.
Really just laying it in. Oh!
Great decision by Joe to capitalize.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch.
Great agility there.
And now that one's countered.
That was impressive, Michael.
The challenger is in some big trouble.
He won't quit, but it might be better if he did.
That killer instinct Samoa Joe has.
Here it comes. He's got him. Oh, here we go. Suplex.
What? Thanks for coming.
Uh-oh, no, don't do this, don't do this.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Oh, again. And Samoa Joe locks in the coquina clutch.
Trey's attempting a counter.
What's the matter? Not like you planned?
It looked like Trey attempted a counter to the coquina clutch that Brooklyn must have taught him, but for whatever reason, it just didn't work.
It's over.
It may not be the Universal Championship that Trey defeated him for 7 years ago, but Samoa Joe gets the vindication he was looking for, as he is the new WWE Champion.
What the hell? No, no, no! This is awful!
Was this some kind of setup all along?
It had to be. Hindsight's 20/20, but Brooklyn Von Braun's change of heart was way too good to be true.
Saxton, you said Brooklyn was going to be the difference maker tonight, and you were right for once. If she and Samoa Joe have formed an alliance, and it would appear that they have, Red and Trey's lives are going to be changed forever.
I really don't need to hear "I told you so" right now.
All you're gonna hear from me is I hope you're okay.
I'll be alright. I just feel so stupid.
You're not stupid. You're trusting and a good person. That's what separates you from people like her.
Like, I appreciate it, but I still can't believe I let my guard down like that. You were right about everything.
We'll make her pay for this. I promise.
Welcome to a special live edition of Women Who Fight, covering all the fallout from SmackDown 1500. There is certainly a lot to cover.
Well, let's start with the fact that there's a new WWE champion thanks to the actions of Brooklyn Von Braun.
We can only speculate at this point, but it looked like Brooklyn and Samoa Joe might have been planning this for quite a while.
Well, I want to hear an explanation from Brooklyn, and knowing her, I'm sure we will. But it doesn't take a genius to connect the dots. This was a setup. And I think it started with Brooklyn teaming with Trey in the Mixed Match Challenge in order to earn his trust.
Yeah. Looking back on it all now, her sudden change of heart was just way too good to be true.
Look, this might be controversial, but you have to applaud Brooklyn in some way.
What? Why?
Because she came into Red and Trey's domain and in just a short time managed to pull all the necessary strings to not only embarrass them, but also position herself as the most powerful woman in WWE. Like it or not, that's impressive.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how I'd describe it. Deceitful? Maybe vile, perhaps, but impressive? No.
Look, you're obviously biased towards Red and Trey since they're longtime WWE superstars. And when an outsider from MMA comes in and dominates them at their own game, it doesn't sit well. I get it.
That's not what this is about. It's about right and wrong.
No.
And Brooklyn is clearly wrong here.
No, I don't think it's that simple.
Oh, whatever. I mean, lost in the shuffle of all of this is that Red announced she wanted to bring back the Divas Championship, but was informed that it was already spoken for.
Well,
and we'll speculate on what that could possibly mean when we come back.
Well, maybe we can have a bias-free discussion on that. Maybe.